This Twitch streamer went viral for crying about her paycheck. She claims that Twitch takes 50% of her paycheck and that it's not fair for small streamers like her. She made this viral tweet complaining about not being able to hire editors because she only makes $20,000 a year. Now, there's a lot of different perspectives to this situation, but I will definitely be weighing in today because as a creator, this is just a ridiculous mindset. So let's watch the clip and then talk about the responses. The Twitch 50-50 is not sitting right with me at all. I want to upgrade the content with editors, but I can't afford any when Twitch takes half my sub money every month. I'm making 20K a year when the people are paying me 40K a year to be a streamer.
Dude, like, how about Twitch just like doesn't take half the money you guys give me? Am I being unreasonable? Like, 1 in the chat if you genuinely think I'm being unreasonable. 2 in the chat if you think this is a fair argument. Like, because here's the thing, guys. Like, and I'm sorry you have to hear this. I'm sorry I even have to have this conversation on my channel because you guys shouldn't have to hear this. You pay me enough. You pay me more than enough to be here. Like, more than enough. It's not you guys. Like, it's literally not you. And yet here I am. I have to tell you like how I'm getting like half my money taken by Twitch. It's literally not you guys. Like, you guys literally do enough.
Okay, so basically what she's complaining about is that when a viewer donates her money, she only gets to keep 50% of it because Twitch takes the rest because they are the hosting website. Now, for some reason, people don't really know that this is actually common practice. Even YouTube.com takes about 45% of all video revenue before taxes. Then you get taxed again. And if you're not living in the United States and you're living in a country where it doesn't have a tax treaty with the US, you get taxed again. So you get taxed 3 times basically. You get 3 different pay cuts if you're a YouTube creator in a specific country. Some creators can genuinely end up taking home only about 20% of what they make. Now, before we get into Twitter's response, let me just weigh in as a content creator myself, right? You cannot go into streaming or YouTubing or creating in general expecting it to be a full-time career. Content creation, as we all know, is an extremely unstable source of revenue. Any day, pretty much anything can happen, and you should pretty much be grateful that people are even out there willing to donate money to you for sitting around and streaming. Here's the bottom line. If you want to be a Twitch streamer or YouTuber, you're just gonna have to accept that you have to do it on the side alongside another job or another profession before you earn enough money to go full time. You do realize how completely ridiculous you sound when there's people working real super hard, physically demanding jobs like construction or coal mining, or even doctors just staying up 24/7 to do their work. It just sounds so entitled. Not to mention your room, okay, which we'll get to in a second, because I'm looking at the price of some of these things and you're complaining about not being able to hire editors, so there's a little bit of cognitive dissonance going on. She follows up the video by saying, I think it's important that people know. So many people have no idea. They think I make 4K a month. I don't. But if I did, I'd hire someone to edit for the channel, especially with D&D content coming soon. Here's a thought. How about you edit yourself? You do realize that there's gigantic YouTubers with 10 million, 20 million subscribers who still edit everything themselves. Even I edit a lot of my videos myself. Sure, I've gotten to the point where I can afford to hire some editors who can help me out, but there's plenty of times where I just edit myself because I want it to be a certain specific way. Then she follows up with this quote tweet. Basically, this guy says, that's crazy, maybe get a real job. And she responds saying, most people do because it's nearly impossible to be a small streamer because of the pay split, but go ahead and miss the point again, calling him a clown. Well, the response to this is pretty much go become a bigger streamer. You can't expect to have a full-time career as a small Twitch streamer. Now, obviously, that 50-50 split isn't great, but Twitch isn't obligated to pay you anything at all. They barely make any money from the platform as it is, as they are really bad at monetizing their platform, so you can't be reliant on them anyways. Sure, it sucks, but I also want to talk about your room for a second. Just taking a look at your room right now, your room is about 10 times richer than mine, and I have 1 million subscribers. Okay, let me just point out a couple things that don't make sense here. She has this extremely expensive Shure mic, okay? This is the mic that all the podcasters use after they earn thousands and thousands of dollars. Even right now, despite being a bigger creator, I'm still using a way cheaper mic than you, okay? So that amount of money could have easily been used to pay editors. Now let's talk about some of the other stuff in your room. Your gaming chair. gaming chairs are notoriously overpriced and expensive. You can be sitting on a stool for all you care, okay, if you really wanted to pay your editors. Not to mention the insane LED lights everywhere, which I'm sure cost a lot of money. Then we got the random pandas in the back or something. Your bed looks like it's made of gold. I know it's not actually made of gold. It looks pretty rich. Your bed sheet looks pretty. Everything about your room looks super rich to me. Here's the fact of the matter, okay? You are living way above your income level, okay? You are living with super high expenses, okay? I even hesitate to buy that mic, okay? It's damn expensive, and I'm really scared it'll come out like not working or something, which is why I don't buy it. But if you bought a cheaper mic or a cheaper chair, not as many damn lights, I don't know how much dyeing your hair costs, okay, I'm not a girl, so I wouldn't know. I don't know what those sheets cost. I don't know how much the bed frame costs, what the bed costs. You know, I sleep on the floor. It's not because I'm poor or something, okay, I can definitely afford a bed. It's just more comfy for me. I'm just pointing out there's a million ways that you can still pay your editors, right? It's just you prioritize different things. You want to have this, like, streamer looking room. You want to have all these expensive things, right? And you would rather do that than pay your editors and make your content better. Which is why it looks insanely hypocritical that you're crying on stream, basically saying, I need to make more money. If you can stop splurging on everything when you clearly can't afford it, maybe you would be able to make better content without crying on stream that you can't afford editors. If I really wanted to make better content and I couldn't afford editors, I would do everything in my power to be able to afford those editors. I would have a stool instead of a gaming chair. I would cook my own food. I would have a Nokia flip phone instead of an iPhone. That's just the life of a content creator. You have to make some sacrifices if you want to make better content. Now, all the responses are still kind of supporting her, which is a bit odd. It's really messed up. Half of your income immediately gone before taxes. Company continues to not care about their creators, even though they claim constantly that they do. Not supporting Twitch, by the way. And this whole time, I'm thinking it's my fault not being entertaining enough, when in reality, Twitch as a company doesn't care. The people do. Why am I being held back by this company that's supposed to be supporting me, a small streamer that could use the finances to grow? Yes, a small streamer with the Shure mic. Like, come on, please. I feel like this is such a problem in modern day. It's like avoiding all accountability ever, right? It's always somebody else's fault. It's the platform's fault. They're taking all my money. Put more effort into your content, get a side hustle, get an actual job, and still do Twitch on the side. Literally, nearly every single creator you know probably started doing something at the side, okay? It took them years and years before they could go full time. This person says, I mean, I only make like 800 to 1100 a month and give about 1500 to 2000 back to my subs because I work and don't rely on Twitch alone. Who would have thought? Would be nice to give a little extra back though, but also, I don't know, it's hard for me to complain about something I signed up for. The fact of the matter is, you cannot come into content creation expecting it to be a full-time career. You know how many videos I had to make before I made a single dollar? I had to crank out hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of videos, posting twice a day, daily, for like years. And then at the end of it, I'd have like 100 subs and about 5 views per video. I had to get insanely lucky. It took me so long, and I was still being a full-time computer science college student on the side as well. So if I can do it, you can definitely do it. Okay, apparently she's moved to Kick now. I don't know if she still streams on Twitch, but yeah, click this video. Bye-bye.